couldn't wait until I was on camera. Hi Figleaf, hi Luke. I was kind of waiting for people to show up before I turn the camera on. So how's everybody doing? We gotta do that hydrate, by the way. So real quick. Yeah, it's been a while. So I haven't streamed since January, which I won't lie, feels pretty bad, especially since you know, last year I did like, you know, Mario March, and I missed the April Fool's Day stream. I've just been out of it. That last stream that I tried to do where we played Marvel Rivals and my computer just failed, I was like, ugh, I can't. I was very upset, and it kind of discouraged me. I do need to update this computer a lot, and I have the money to do it at this point. I just haven't pulled the trigger yet, so. Which, you know, says a lot when I spent like $200 on cards yesterday. Anyway, hope everyone's doing pretty good. Just playing some games I mean, Luke, you're always playing games. When are you not playing games? Like, let's be real. We're always all playing games all the time unless we're at work. Sometimes while I'm at work, actually, as well. So, don't tell my boss. Yeah, so I wanted to... First off, you know, I got Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. There were 3 changes I had before getting to the end game that I'll point out. There might be like other extra missions and stuff that I didn't realize weren't in the original, but I'm gonna point out they added some characters for your party, so. And apparently an epilogue, which I'm very excited to actually play finally. I've been doing every side mission possible just to get it out of the way. And that's basically what I've been doing for the last month now, pretty much. Before that, I was playing a bunch of Monster Hunter Wilds with Dark Hitman. You know, not on stream, obviously, we've just been chilling, so. That's been pretty fun. I played a lot of it, and I'm a little burnt out, and they keep adding more content that I need to go back to. So, there's that. Gosh, I should have brushed my hair more before starting stream. Oh well. Work's been okay. I forget if I mentioned it last time I streamed, however, not however, but, we got a new coworker. The weekends have still been kind of rough, but it's better to have, you know, people there to help. My biggest anticipated game of the year comes out next week. Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot of games in a series that I don't think I've ever heard of. Maybe I'm wrong. Speaking of games, though, I did want to go over like Switch 2 stuff because they kind of told us a lot of shit the other week, and I did not react to it like I probably should have. It was very early in the morning before work, so I didn't have a whole lot of time, unfortunately. It's the first game of the series. It's not a series though. Lol. Well, okay, when you put 33 at the end of a, like any number at the end of a title, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But yeah, Switch 2 comes out. I am excited to get it. I'm gonna say I think I'm gonna get it at launch, price depending. And I say price depending because I'm down to pay the $450. I think the tech in there is worth $450. I never try to get super political on stream because I know people don't like that, and I'm gonna continue my best to not do it. But the fact of the matter is, whether you know you lean one way, another, or you're in the middle, whatever, the tariffs are hitting everything pretty much. So I don't know if the system's still gonna be $450, but apparently it's gonna be open for pre-orders like next week. So I guess we'll know. So this is allegedly, like, we don't know for sure. I'm hoping tomorrow's Nintendo Direct for Mario Kart will actually explain to us. Hi, pause. Will actually explain to us how much it's going to be. And I'm probably going to get the Mario Kart bundle just because I don't want to pay $80 for it. Hear me out, though. From what we've seen of the game, I think $80 is a fair enough price point. Am I happy about it? No, absolutely not. I don't think this should be more than $70. But I think some games I'm willing to put, like, begrudgingly willing to pay $80 for. That said, again, I'm going to do my best to get the bundle so I don't have to pay $80. At this point, they're either going to port it to death or make new ones every year. And as much as I hate the idea of digital games that I don't technically own and that can get ripped away from me at any moment because someone feels like it, I'm going to have to suck it up. And then maybe I could, like, buy it again when it's discounted later if I really want to. Someone used to, okay, pause, but, like, your currency's different. It smells like maple or whatever. Yeah, pause. How much is, or rather, how much are the Switch 2, I shouldn't say Switch 2 games. How much is Mario Kart? Like, let me know how much it is supposed to be up in Canada. Because I know a lot of people, here's the thing, there's a lot of misinformation going around that I've seen and had to explain to people that no, this isn't the case. I've had people just say, oh, all Switch 2 games are going to be $80. Like, that's just not true. The other big game, Donkey Kong Bonanza, is $70. And Bravely Default is going to be $40. Granted, it's a download game key card bullshit, which I don't like, but we're kind of going back to my understanding. We're going back to the Nintendo 64 era. I was a PlayStation kid, so when the PlayStation came out, it kind of homogenized all the prices to be like, I think it was like $50 at the time, which is a lot of money, mind you, for like 1990 something, whatever, dollars. So we're kind of going back to the old N64 model where it was like, oh, how much game is in this video game? Is it a lot? Okay, it's expensive. Is it not? Okay, it's like down here. So I'm kind of okay with the varying prices as long as people don't take advantage of it. Like, I'm going to be honest, if EA puts out an $80 game on the Switch 2, I'm probably not going to touch it, or a Ubisoft game rather, because I already know it's not finished. I'm not going to pay $80 for an unfinished game unless I feel like I really need it, which we'll see. So yeah, I'm kind of okay with the $80 price tag for some games, depending. And I know I'm on the, you know, I know people don't like that, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. The other thing, too, is I heard people throwing around $90, which is just not true. Not in the US anyway. I'm sure it's true for Paws up in Canada. But in the US, they're not 90. So I don't know who said 90. Someone said 90. Unless you have, like, I don't know, 10, 11% tax on your sales, they're not 90. They are, again, live in a different country. They're not. So we'll see. I plan to get Mario Kart and Bravely Default right away, and then probably also DK when that comes out. What were the other games? I know there was the Dragon Drive. I'm probably not gonna get that. I think it's really cool, but I mean, with the Switch 2 bundle, it'll be $6.99, not counting the 13% tax. Jesus Christ, that's so much. I am so sorry. Pause. This might be a bit. How much is your minimum wage? At least where you are, and it varies from state to state here, but currently in where I live, it's $15 an hour. So I'm curious. The other thing too, with I already said like the Switch 2 like specs I think add up to the 450. If we adjust for inflation, like the Nintendo 64 games are like were worth over like $100 today. So just got raised to $17.29. That's not enough. Definitely not enough for how much stuff got. Yeah, I mean, the US is also not paid enough, but we kind of have to deal with it. I don't know what that is, Fig Leaf, but I can't click on it. I'm sorry. Because if I do, it'll... Do I see that? I'll check it out later. Remind me and or post it somewhere that I'll see it, because I'm gonna forget. Well, the shit that's gonna happen in Xenoblade later, I'm just gonna forget. So it's basically Final Fantasy crossed the paper. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I've probably seen the trailer already if it was in a Nintendo Direct, but okay. What else? I mean, I've been in the Digimon card game still. I ordered a bunch of cards, like I said yesterday. I got into Union Arena as well because Static and Aardvark did. So I'm building a One Punch Man deck. Look at our guy in his Opie hoodie. Oh yeah, 100 line Last Defense Academy drops next week. That's the not Danganronpa game, right? Not Nintendo Direct. Yeah, that sure also comes out next week. Yeah. Well, they want to get all these out before this, you know, Switch 2 comes out at this point. So I don't blame them. What else have I been playing and stuff? I'm trying to remember. I have not touched Stellar Blade since I last streamed it. So I'll probably have to do that at some point. I don't remember what else. I don't know what else I want. I talked about the Switch 2 stuff. Talked about the things I'm doing. I forgot if I mentioned this. I got a Google Pixel. I got the 8 Pro. But the creators of both Danganronpa and Zero Escape / the AI Somnium 5. Wow. That game's got a good pedigree, I will say. That's okay. Probably not one I'm gonna play, to be honest, but no, I hope it's good. I hope it's good. What else is there? What else do I need to talk about? There's a Mario Kart Direct tomorrow at 9 in the morning my time, so. Oh, that was, oh right, yeah, no, I saw that. And I think I said to myself, since I wasn't dreaming, I said to myself, like, oh, Pa's gonna be happy about that. I should have messaged you and I forgot to, I'm sorry. Have there been any other developments? Do I have anything else to talk about? My goodness, I feel like this went by so fast. I'm excited for the Direct tomorrow. I want to see if they're gonna reveal, anything else that we just like anything else that's big that we haven't seen yet, because like we know what the game is like. Oh, you can drive to any course, they're all connected, and there's like shitload of just Mario characters is playable. I want to see some more like other Nintendo characters being repped. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of wish Smash Kart was a thing. I have friends that say no, leave it Mario Kart, or no, only have like 1 or 2 characters in it. And I get it, I do, but I kind of want Smash Kart. Oh, that was the other thing. Kirby Air Riders. Oh my god. Nintendo is just like, all right, Sakurai, you made us $1 billion trillion with Smash Bros. Do what you want. Your next game is on us. And he's making a sequel to Kirby. Now, granted, I love Kirby Air Riders. I kind of wish it was another Kid Icarus, or a re-release of Uprising, or both. Both would be good. But I'll take it. I'll take Air Riders. If we get a new city trial, if we get new city trial maps, like a couple of them, oh, that's gonna be good. We're getting GameCube games too on the Nintendo Switch 2, which I did not think was gonna happen. I did not think that was going to happen, because they were spoon feeding us Nintendo, GameCube games on the Switch already. Like, here, buy Pikmin 1 and 2. Here, have Sunshine in this pack you can only buy for a year. So, also like Paper Mario Thousand Year Door and other stuff too. So I was just kind of like, I don't see them doing this, and then they did it. So, who wants to play F-Zero GX? I can't wait for that. I'm sure they're also going to add like Double Dash and Air Ride on there too for people who never played them. So, also Pokemon. I think Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness is wild. Seriously, fuck Nintendo for that? For, wait, what part? F-Zero? Somnium Files? I bought Mario 3D Collection. Oh, the 3D Collection. Yeah, no. It was dumb. It was dumb then. It's more dumb now. But at least you can play 2 of the 3 games on your Switch too eventually. And then maybe we'll get Mario Galaxy on there at some point. So let's be real. The collection could have also been better. It wasn't a good product. They really just kind of threw it out there and said, here, buy it this year. And they knew the people would because A, it's Mario, and B, they made it scarce. So I'm excited for Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. I saw that. I'm going to steer clear of it personally, just like I did with Age of Calamity. I did hear that this one is just going to be canon, unlike Age of Calamity, which, like, thank God. I think that's kind of what we were missing from Age of Calamity, from what I understood. So, also, totally not Bloodborne 2. Yep. Robo Steven is very, very excited for that. Also, Elden Ring Tarnished Edition, which I'm kicking myself for saying if it's actually on the Switch 2, I'll buy it, because I didn't think it was going to happen. And then it did, and I think I might buy it. I've been, like, vaguely curious about Elden Ring, just because it seems like the easiest one. But, like, so the night before, I shit you not, the night before the Direct, Aardvark, Static, and I, we hang out every Tuesday, and we were just shooting the shit, and I was like, there's no way they're putting Elden Ring on the thing. If they do that, I'll buy it. So, I'm a man of my word. I also said, like, no GameCube games, but again, I'm happy to be wrong about that. I was a win-win for me. So if I was wrong, I could get GameCube games. If I'm right, I get to tell people that I was right. So, you know what I would love, and they're never gonna do? They're never gonna do it. I would love for them to put Phantasy Star Online episodes 1 and 2, and also 3, which is a separate game, on the GameCube thing. I mean, we have Sega games on the NSO already. I don't think it's impossible. I think it's unlikely with it being an MMO, but I would love to see it personally. What else? I think there was something else too. Oh yeah, the 3 seconds of Silk Song, so people would shut up about Silk Song. That was very funny. That was very funny. Here, I'm gonna, let's see. Let's look up. There's also the DLC coming out for Kirby, which I'm very excited for. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and mute this tab in case it is loud. Yeah, I'm probably, since I have Kirby already, I think I just need to buy the DLC, so I'll probably stream that too if I can. This is way too much to stream. List of Nintendo Switch 2 games. Here we go. I mentioned it already, but Bravely Default, I'm very excited to play that again. I forget if they said they're adding any new content. I hope they are. Ooh, Daemon X Machina, Titanic Scion. I want to play that too. I don't know if I'll stream that one. I know I streamed the first one. That just might be a me game now, I think. Fast Fusion, which is not F-Zero. I could play that. Hades 2 is very neat. If you haven't played Hades yet, go play Hades. It's amazing. And Hades 2 is also really good. I'm in the early access, or in it. I bought the early access, so I've gotten to see it develop, which is very nice. Kirby. I'm still so bummed though, not to bring real life thingies into stream, but you know how your pre-orders were delayed? Ours weren't. We were supposed to have pre-orders open on the 9th. Then the day before they delayed them due to the fear of American scalping. Yeah, as an American, I'm very sorry that we have people here that would do that and then you have to take the brunt of it for that. It's not fair. It's really not fair. I feel bad even though I didn't do it and I wouldn't do it. Yeah. Yeah. It also sucks that it was like literally the day before too. Like someone finally went like, oh shit, Americans are gonna pull something, huh? So let's see. Oh yeah, not Paper Mario. Mario Party is getting a Switch 2 version. And oh, Yakuza 0 is also coming to the system too. That's pretty cool. I know you wouldn't do it, but I was so sad. I was doing Colonoscopy Prep today. The pre-orders were going up, and I was like, at least there's one bright side to the day. Then nope. I'm so sorry, Pause. That not to make a pun out of it, but that sounds like a really shitty day. I'm so sorry. Well, I mean, you're still going to be able to pre-order. Like, that's the thing, right? At least you know you're going to be able to pre-order it. Or, well, I mean, I guess you don't know you're going to be able to, but you're going to have the chance to. It's not like it's just going away or anything, so. And you should still get it the same day. My friends and I actually want to do the midnight release, because I think Best Buy is doing a midnight release, so once pre-orders are up, I'm going to do my best to try to get it day of. Because I'm also, if I'm getting the Mario Kart pack, I can play Mario Kart right... Excuse me. I can play Mario Kart right away. I can play Bravely Default right away. Granted, I'll probably come home and crash because I'm not in my 20s anymore. So, I actually get tired now after midnight. Who would have thought? But yeah. I wanna get those. Do we have... I still have the list open. Okay. So, let's see. Mario Kart... June 5th. So, June 5th is the day it actually drops. So, let's... Can I sort by release date? There we go. Okay. So, let's see. I want to get Bravely Default. Let me actually use this hand. I want to get Bravely Default. Kind of Fast Fusion, but only if my friends are gonna get it, so we'll see. I'm gonna already have Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, so I'm not gonna count those. Mario Kart. Oh yeah, here's the other thing. I didn't mention this already. This is stupid. I'm sorry, Nintendo, this is stupid. The Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, that's a fucking pack-in game. Treat it like one. I know there's this whole, like, pay for quality stuff, which I get. I understand. That's why I'm paying $80 for Mario Kart, and I'm not bitching about it. But come on. This isn't even a Wii Sports. I'm sorry, this is not even as fun as Wii Sports is going to be. If anyone, like, gets this, they're going to boot it up once for themselves, and then maybe once for their friends when showing off the Switch. That's it. Like, who's going to go back to this shit? Astra's Playroom is minimum a $30 title, in my opinion, and we get it for free with a PlayStation 5 purchase. Why can you not do the same? Come on, Nintendo. Anyway, where was I? Bravely Default, Mario Kart. That's actually kind of it. Granted, having extra processing power, I'm hoping, means that the games I have now will run better. I'd love to try Scarlet and Violet on there just to see how they run. I'll probably have to transfer data over anyway, so. Oh, and I'm gonna have to pick up one of those memory cards, probably. Let's see. Tamagotchi. Here's what they said. And Raidu Remaster, The Mystery of the Soulless Army. I don't remember what that is. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna get those two games and then Donkey Kong when that comes out because it looks so fun. Like, God, it looks so fun. And then obviously Kirby and stuff. So, do we have... Okay, Daemon X Machina comes out in September. The Kirby DLC comes out in August. Hmm? Sorry, one sec. Okay. All right. Duskbloods, I'm kind of like, I might, if Robo Steven gets it, I'll try his copy. And then if the multiplayer is fun, maybe I'll pick it up. Oh yeah, Enter the Gungeon 2, which I didn't get to see any of because the stream glitched. Again, thanks Nintendo. This is why your bandwidth is terrible. And then Elden Ring also. So Gungeon is next year. Elden Ring is supposedly this year, but no date. So, all right. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna play. That's what we're gonna play eventually. So. All right, I think that's it for just the chit-chatting, right? Unless anyone else wants to talk about something, ask me anything. So, Xenoblade. I've been playing this game since it came out about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Just grinding the side stuff. I'm level like, I want to say like 70-ish, maybe a little lower. Every side character I've picked up, I max out their affinity. I did every quest for them I could. I did all the basic missions and the side missions, and obviously all the story missions up to the end. So now we're gonna get to see the actual plot they added. Okay. So this is your spoiler warning for Xenoblade Chronicles X. Okay. I'm going to go over the story again from, the beginning. Just try to hit the major plot points. So if you haven't played it yet and want to, please do. It is very fun. I think it has maybe the best gameplay just because it's way more customizable than the other games. So I really suggest going to play yourself. And also, the plot's very good, too. Not my favorite. I think Xenoblade 1 still has my favorite plot, but the world in this one is really fun to discover. So, if you need to go, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. Just chatting. And, yeah, so we're going to get into that now. Let me go ahead and go back to gaming. Oh boy. Elgato. There we go. Hopefully it's not too loud. Okay, so the plot of Xenoblade Chronicles X, kind of quickly. The game starts with the world being invaded by aliens, and then humanity is like, all right, we gotta go. So they get these ships together. They have these robots called Skells that they use to fight back the aliens with. They launch the spaceships into space to try to find new homes. A lot of the ships are taken out, unfortunately. So, but the one we follow obviously is not. It gets shot down over a planet named Mira, though. M-I-R-A. And crash lands. And then they need to find what's called the life hold in a certain amount of time before it loses power. In that time, we are discovered by a character named Elma. We have our own customizable character that you make. It's really cool. And you get brought back to the city, become a Blade, which is their, like, basically, I don't want to say private army, because it's not private. It's a very public army. But, like, you're a Blade. You work for the people. And you meet Lynn and a bunch of other characters. Eventually, when you're out of missions trying to, like, discover the life hold pieces and stuff, the Ganglion keep, like, blowing them up on you, which sucks. You find the Ganglion, which is a coalition of aliens that want the humans gone for some reason, unbeknownst to them. And let's see. Eventually, you get wounded extremely badly. Your arm gets torn off, and you figure out that you're not actually a human, but you're a mimeosome, which is a robot piloted by your consciousness. And it's presumed that your consciousness, or not your consciousness, your body's in the life hold, and that's what you're trying to find it. And as you go through the story, obviously the Ganglion keep attacking you. You keep finding new aliens to befriend, though, like the Manon, the Napon, whatever the hell L is, and the Orphe or Orphne or something like that. I don't know. Also more prone, which is one of the Ganglion races, and the Rothians. And through your through your trials and whatever with them, you eventually find the life hold. Ooh, actually no. Before that, there's a character named Lao that you start, like, meeting up with for missions. And again, more spoilers, so please play this game. Eventually it's revealed that after a few hints here and there, Lao is a traitor because he lost his family when he was told they would be saved, but they were not allowed on the White Whale after all, and they were left behind. And he was like, okay, fuck you guys, I'm gonna destroy all of humanity. And they eventually talk him down from it, but he's already given away the coordinates to the life hold after you found it, like the life hold, to the Ganglion. So then after you get Lao to, you know, basically stop being a dick, you go to the life hold to try to stop the Ganglion and recover the life hold and activate the actual defenses and everything. And once you're there, the Ganglion are attacking it. You get attacked by the big guy, and Elma tells you, shows you, hey, so, your real bodies are not here. Your consciousness was downloaded to a computer and put into these robot bodies. So we're going to make you new human bodies with the DNA we have here and this big pool of protoplasm that's inside the life hold, and then you'll be complete. But then, like, the Ganglion guy, Luxar, he's the leader. He tries to destroy it. You get attacked by these monsters that the life hold makes to defend itself. And after all of that, you defeat him. Lao actually comes back and defeats him, I should say. After that, Elma's like, by the way, there was actually one Mimiusome being controlled remotely via an actual body, and it was mine. I'm actually an alien. I came to Earth months before the Ganglion attacked to tell you about Mimiusomes and Skells, and I forgot all of this shit before playing it again. I actually got to one of the parts and I was like, I don't remember this. I think this might be new. I need to skip this. No. It was in the original, so yeah. Long story short, humans are gone, and their consciousness are controlling robots after their planet was destroyed, and now we're here. We found the life hold, and we're going to open it up and get everything back on track. So, ooh, actually, that is very loud. I'm going to lower that. That's better. So, from the trailers for this definitive edition, there were more cutscenes. And I beat the game, not last night, but the night before. And I was like, okay, I'm going to get up to the point where I think there's going to be new stuff. This scene is old stuff. This is in the original. And we're going to learn what happened to the Lifehold core, because they came down here, Elma and a crew, and they're like, wow, this place is actually really damaged. Like, the Ganglion didn't even do this. It must have been when it crashed. Thank goodness we're still online. We're still working. So, here, let me just check something really quick. Okay, so now we're actually getting into the Lifehold. Again, I streamed all of this, so if you ever wanted to go back and watch it, it's all on YouTube. Because Twitch doesn't allow us to hold on to shit anymore.
All right. I'm entering the database chamber.
Be extra careful in there. That's everything we've been working for.
Understood. What?
What is it, Elma? Is there a problem with the database?
No. That's impossible.
Elma, report. Elma!
Secretary. I'll stick to the facts. The system. Everyone's consciousnesses and memories. The entire database. Has been destroyed for some time.
Mm-hmm.
Destroyed? What do you mean? Explain yourself.
The entire chamber is flooded. It's trashed. The system is completely shut down. And not just recently. It's been this way since we got to Mira.
That's absurd. Then how are we... How in the world would anyone be?
I know.
This isn't new Fig
Why
Leaf. Not yet.
would you be alive? It's not possible. Without the database, all your identities should be gone too.
This is actually where the game left off, originally.
It's this planet. It's something about this planet.
That's the other thing they've actually hinted a few times at a few things throughout the game. When I replayed it, you could actually see them. Oh, this is the end. This is the original ending. It ends with a cliffhanger of everything you've worked for has been destroyed since you got here. And we have no idea how anyone is still functional. So it's just ended. Yeah, two cliffhangers. So there's this, And another thing, we're going to get into that in a second, but the other thing I want to mention is playing through this game again, they hint at one of the characters' betrayals, Elma not being human, and something strange about this planet where it's like attracting like these different alien species to it. This is the other cliffhanger that we were left with, was Lau here waking up, even though he should be dissolved right now. Although I think he says something actually in the original. Just well, not forever, Figleaf, because now we have definitive edition. And I'm at least hoping it gets resolved. Yeah, this is new. I'm pretty sure. Let's hope, yeah. I mean, they've already shown us new cutscenes in the game, so.
What in God's name is going on?
Settle down now. Let's not jump to conclusions before the analysts reach a verdict.
What? You think since we're still walking and talking, we shouldn't raise any alarms?
They changed his voice.
Yes.
They changed his voice for the worse.
But it's so disturbing to think about.
Commander, you're the one in charge here. Let's not make the troops uneasy now.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, wasn't my intention.
I hate that voice. I hate that voice so much.
Lynn, we know how you feel. But right now, we have to put aside our fears. The Lifehold crew are working hard too, pushing it down as best they can. Their time's just as short. Sit tight and have faith.
Elma. I'm sorry. Everyone's busting their butts, and here I am just thinking about myself. Okay, I'll be patient.
Tatsu will also be patient.
You're not even a mim, potato brain.
I mean, he's not. Yay! Chapter 12 complete. You obtained multiple Skell schematics. You obtained multiple super weapon schematics. Ooh. I do like those. Categories not updated, but okay. Thank you, Pause. I appreciate you. That's better. I hope this game also gets people to go back to the other games as well. Elma's advice. However you felt upon seeing the real me, I won't pry for now, but you're not supposed to venture me in my true form. I'd be happy to oblige. It's totally up to you. Well, where to next? Okay. Alright, so we can change Elma's form. That's cool. We'll just override all three of them so I don't confuse myself. Okay. Everybody's updated. Cool. What do we got here? We have then and now recommended. Oh, level 80. Oh no. Okay. To serve Napon. Cool. We also have chapter 13. This is new. Chapter 13 is the epilogue. So I'm gonna go check out these new skells because I know there's one that's really, really good that I kind of want to go. Development gear. Antimatter round series. Zweihan quarterer series. Okay. Scale weapons. Okay, so we have the Zenith cannon. The 240, which is actually not as good as the one I already have. That's kind of a shame. There is one more that I want to get. I'll probably do that offline. But yeah, these are a bunch of like the lower level ones where I actually have like better ones already. Check out the frames though. There they are. Okay. So I actually have all the skull frames available. All right. Urban Lincoln. Verus Kane. Oh, looks pretty cool. Okay, but the one I want is this one. The Ares 90, from what I understand, is one of the best ones in the game. So I think, first off, we're going to connect back to the server. Get my rewards. Ooh, someone scouted me. Yay! I have a lot of money, which is nice. Division rewards, we'll take those. Okay. Now, material market. Oh my god. That's so much. How many of those do I need? Hopefully just the one. Okay, just the one. Thank God. I need more of those. Okay. Alright, we won't worry about that for now. Alright. Let's see what else we got. We have a heart-to-heart with Doug. We have a mission with Elle. We have a mission with Mia. Let's see. We've got a bunch of side missions. I will say I'll probably just do these on my own. All the side stuff, because it is just side stuff. I don't know what kind of rewards we're gonna get for any of them, so. That one is her. Oh yeah, here's the other thing that's new. They added 3 new characters. Sorry, 4 new characters to add to your party. Do I have the ability to get the last one yet? It does not seem like it. Okay. So, for those who remember, Celica, she is a Chlorian race character. They added another one to the game. I think she was the only one in the whole game, in the original. They added Neil Nail, who is like their queen, I guess. But she's also just goes off into, she just fucks off into space and just likes to research things. So she's a new character. They also added, I don't know if I'm saying here, I like to call her Liesel, like Diesel. It's probably like Lesel or something like that. She's a new character who pilots a very specific new Skell that has like a flight mode. And not just like the flight module, but like it turns into a plane and goes a lot faster. Which is neat. Not necessary, but kind of neat. She's alright. Her story is like she's just a pilot for this person who did some things that they're not proud of. It's whatever. The big thing, I don't know who this is yet, and I've been keeping it that way on purpose. The big thing though is Gajjarg, who is the Rothian prince from the original game that you defeat in chapter like 7 or something. And I guess everyone really wanted a Rothian as a playable, like, you know, party member because they added him in to the game, which is awesome. So I was very happy about that, especially since he's also voice. I forget his name right now. He's a very famous voice actor, though. It's very good stuff. Okay, so let's take a look at this recommended level. is 50. I'm above that. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Oh yeah, there's Static and Aardvark, by the way. I actually bought them both copies of this game, but Aardvark had already ordered one. And I was like, oh no, please return it. What else we got? Moranium request. Yeah, I can do that. Hailing the chief. A president not present. I'll probably save a lot of this until I actually get the new character, so I can upgrade their friendship quicker as well. So let's go do chapter 13. I have no idea how long this is going to be. Oh, actually, we have an ad coming up, so that's actually a really good excuse to take a break. Everyone go get a snack or something. Then we'll come back and do chapter 13. Sound good? Actually, let me check. I do have new gear as well. Overdrive lead. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to get that Ares 90 because it's like the best one in the game apparently. So, anyway, I'm gonna go grab a snack. I suggest you do the same. Get up and stretch your legs and stuff. We'll be back in a few minutes though, so don't go anywhere. Okay, we're back. One other thing I forgot to mention, by the way, that's also very important for the lore. The reason the Ganglion came to Earth to destroy it along with every human, and why they were specifically afraid of the humans getting their bodies back and not not necessarily them and their mimiosomes, is because there was an ancient race of aliens called the Samsarians who came to this universe and created the Ganglion species, like the actual species, not the coalition of aliens, to serve the Samsarians. And humans are direct descendants of the Samsarians, and their DNA is the key to controlling the Ganglion. So that's why they attacked Earth to try to destroy it, is so that the Ganglion could never be controlled again by another race. Had they done nothing, they would have been fine, because I don't think humans knew any of this shit. Oh man. Okay, let's go do this story mission. And also, let's save again. No, just do all three. Okay. Also, I got some crackers, because I was feeling peckish. Ooh, actually, there's another thing with this game too. Apparently there's a hidden 60 frames per second mode that they have not implemented yet, but it's in the code. So I'm really hoping this actually runs in 60 frames per second on the Switch too. Not that I'm going to play it a whole lot by the time that that console comes out, but it'd be very nice. Interesting. Oh. Oh, this is just like in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. What was it, like incursions or something? It would just They were like just random explosions that would just like erase everything in its circumference.
Disappeared? What do you mean?
We got reports of an unexplained phenomenon. Dematerialization events all across Mira.
Mm-hmm.
What do we know about it?
Whatever it is, it happened in several places at the exact same moment. It created expanding spheres that swallow anything they touch. Any matter caught in the radius, gone without a trace. Not even in the EM spectrum. Gone like cow piss in a rainstorm.
What?
That doesn't sound like a natural occurrence.
For the time being, the effects are localized and the expansion has been limited. But if this keeps up, it's only a matter of time until it reaches NLA as well.
They're saying NLA is in danger?
That's horrifying! Tatsu, prepare to evacuate at once!
And go where exactly? This is happening everywhere. Not like anywhere else is safer.
If it swallows everything, then no point putting up defenses, I guess.
It would be like spitting a hurricane in the eye.
Okay.
First off, we'll need to gather
He's
concrete
not wrong.
data. Let's find a place we can observe the phenomenon.
Good plan. Be extremely careful. There's no way to predict what might happen.
Sure. Though in all honesty, that's been pretty much par for the course since we set foot upon this planet.
You said it.
And this is precisely what we admire about humans. This attitude of all's well that ends with a bang.
I'd rather avoid any more bangs.
Ha 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 ha
The
ha.
Lifehold Core investigation pales in importance to this.
Both are crucial matters, of course. But even if analysis of the Lifehold determines we're in no immediate danger, that won't mean much if all of Mira dematerializes from under our feet.
Let's keep this under wraps. Better that the troops stick to the investigation.
I
Yes,
don't know if you're
seems
going to be able to
wise.
hide this from
No use
everybody.
causing widespread panic.
Elma?
I've got a hunch, Lynn. Everything that's going on, it can't just be coincidence. I can't shake the feeling. It's all connected.
Interesting. Okay. I'm really curious if they're going to actually tie this into the other Xenoblade games now. Because this was, when it came out, its own completely separate universe. Go ahead and grab our skells. Okay. Where are we going? Cauldros? No, not Cauldros. It's the Lifehold. Oh, going over to Oblivia. Interesting. Oh, this soundtrack is so stupid. I love it. Look up the lyrics to the songs in this game. You will laugh your ass off. Oh, I guess actually I just need to go right here.
Is that it?
It's just dark, inky black blackness.
Not even light can escape from within. This is no ordinary phenomenon. This is beyond understanding.
I think they're called annihilation events actually in Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
If it was anything at all like a black hole, we should be getting anomalous mass readings. But there's nothing.
But also, I don't think they
Not
stuck
guessing.
around. I think it was just like a boom.
Let's prioritize getting any blades here to safety.
Oh, someone set up camp here. Okay. That's interesting.
What? Ghosts.
But how?
Ghosts?
Why here?
I don't remember those at all. Very interesting. Are they, oh, those cores. Are that, fuck, I forget what they're called. In Xenoblade Chronicles 3, when the characters like fuse together.
Where'd they disappear?
Huh.
Come on, you and me.
Deploying shield.
Well,
Deploying shield.
time to hit it with a cannon.
Here comes the fiercest.
Too bad.
Invest in the Zenith cannon. It's the best thing you can do for this game. I mean, I can take them all on.
Come on, you and me.
Deploying shield.
Granted, it's got a very long cooldown.
Deploying shield.
Oh, we can't hit them.
Come on.
Too bad.
I'll weaken them.
Okay, that's actually not good.
Take this.
That's it. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
I'll make sure to leave a dent.
I'll weaken them. Follow me.
Ghost Bear is blocking. Okay, I think it's its right arm.
Deploying shield.
We're about to find out because it just got cockpit mode, which resets all my cooldowns. Let's go. Get out of here, Ghost Orb. Okay.
Tripling the charge.
Oh, I think it's different for each one. Okay. Okay. Okay, concentrate fire.
Hostile neutralized. Switch to close range combat.
Okay, let's try the left one on this one.
Overdrive. Follow me.
Engaging overdrive.
Take this.
Look out below.
Hit him again for me.
I was right. Okay.
Deploying shield.
There we go, baby. I never get cockpit time this often when I'm playing. Usually I'm doing like 3 rounds of all of my things before I get it. It's really annoying. Think we can take them?
The Tatsu surrounded.
Uh-oh. There's so many of them.
I want to know what they're... I'm sure we'll figure it out, but I want to know what they're doing. Whoomst? Whoomst indeed.
That skill.
An Ares.
Is it Lao? I did mention earlier when Lao took off with some data that we needed, he stole an Ares, the prototype one. Oh, it's also got the cores though. Oh yeah, I think it is him. All right, cool.
No way. How's this possible? The scale chasing that Ares just now?
The Vita.
Right. That's what I thought as well.
Oh, that's the other thing too. The Vita is the Vita was in a location that the Ganglion could not get it, but because we were robot people, we could go get it easily. So we took it and we're researching it, and then the Ganglion attacked the city to take it back. System going after them. Advisor pointing back in. I'm gonna do that. That's the
Right.
chill-headed one.
This phenomenon, ghosts, the Vita, and that Ares. We're just one squad. We can't deal with all of that ourselves.
We got shit going on. Oh, so for anyone still hanging out, the next game that I want to play on stream after this one, when we both have time, is I'm plan on getting Split Fiction to play with Dark Hitman. So that's the next plan. So whenever we're both free, I can't, like, I'm not going to make a schedule because I know I'm not going to stick to it, but I'm going to try to stream more often again.
An Ares?
I couldn't confirm who was piloting it, but that was an Ares, all right. The Prime, no less.
Lynn, give me your take.
Yes, sir. Judging by the speed, the maneuverability, it's hard to imagine what else it could be. I think we know the pilot.
So what? Are you telling me he's still alive?
Oh, so we're
Holy
rocking the
smokes.
shirtless again, by the way.
If he was flying it, well, no wonder. If I'm gold, he's diamond.
On that note, I've got some news for you too. But you're not gonna like it.
Let's hear it.
The Vita you all saw. Unfortunately, it's the real deal.
Wasn't it locked up in the Lifehold core?
I looked into it. It should have been safe inside, but there wasn't so much as a fart.
Beautiful.
Either one of those phenomena is to blame, or God knows what. An Ares, the Vita, chunks of the world vanishing. I've had just about enough of this.
You forgot the ghosts, Commander.
Ghosts? These beings we know nothing about. Could someone please bring us up to velocity?
Sad to say, we don't know much ourselves. An alien civilization opposed to the Ganglion. And yeah, that about covers it.
Oh,
They
okay.
were certainly opposed, but
Yeah, there
it
were
felt
two
like the
alien
ghosts were
races
mopping
fighting
the
over
floor with
Earth,
them, and it
so...
wasn't even close.
They sent the Ganglion to pack.
Yep, it was pretty one-sided.
Ultimately, it was the battle between the ghosts and the Ganglion that cost us our world. We were the biggest losers in that.
It's not quite that simple. The ghosts are an omen, harbingers of doom. Back then, when we watched the Ganglion and ghosts clash with one another. Think.
what happened.
Oh. That's a big explosion.
That day, Earth was destroyed. What's more, that wasn't the first event of its kind. My home, the planet I was born on, it met with the same fate.
You know, I kind of always assumed that Elma was actually
It was destroyed.
on the other side of the aliens that were like fighting on top of the
Mira
Earth.
disappearing. The ghost's arrival.
I guess she's just a third faction that wanted to
Ares.
come and help us.
The dots all join up. It's connected.
Elma?
It's fine. The time has come for you all to hear the truth
Again.
of how I lost my home twice over. The planet of my birth
Ooh, pretty.
lay in a vastly distant corner of the universe and evolved differently from Earth. But like Earth, it was home to descendants of the ancient Cimmerians. We didn't wage war against other worlds. Ours was a peace-loving race. Till the Ganglion struck, without a whisper of warning. Their aim was nothing less than to completely eradicate Simmar's legacy. And furthermore, to claim the Ares.
They could just make one like I am.
The Ares?
How's the Ares come to all this?
I don't know the whole story either. Only... the Ares wasn't something we created ourselves. It came from our forebears. The technology was theirs. All we did was recreate it based on records and relics left behind by ancient Cimmar.
But that means...
Right. The Ganglion are an artificial life form engineered by Cimmar. And the Ares is one of Simmar's creations too. Which makes it easier to understand their motivations.
You think that's why the Vita was pursuing the Ares then?
However, we still have no inkling as to why the ghosts appeared.
I was just getting to that. As our fight against the Ganglion drew on, neither side seemed to be gaining any ground. Suddenly, dematerialization struck my homeworld. Then came a third side to the conflict, one hostile to both.
Interesting.
The ghosts.
Ouroboros.
That was
Okay.
new and unexpected and indiscriminate, attacking us and Ganglion alike.
That's what they remind me of.
The
The
fight
Ouroboros.
And my world, already brought to the brink by war, was now also losing landmass to the DMAT events. The fate of my planet was sealed. And so, the Ares and I were sent with a mission to Earth. If the Ganglion survived, they would target you next.
How they know
fellow
that?
Descendants of Cimmar,
That's my question.
the last remaining threat. As for me, I was to gift you Ares tech, spurring your science to hopefully level the playing field. But in the end, I couldn't save the Earth, nor the Ares or the hero.
Wait, who's the hero now? No, we'll uplift.
That's right. It may look grim, but we wouldn't even be here if it weren't for you.
Exactly.
Without you, Colonel, none of us would be here talking.
Thank you. Anyway, that's everything I have to share about me and the Ares. The Ares and the ghosts, they're indirectly linked through the Ganglion. And whenever ghosts appear, planets die.
You're saying that the Ares is the reason. It's the cause of all this? So we're gonna lose Mira just like Earth? Like your world?
Yes, most likely.
So we know what we gotta do. Right? We gotta get out there and find that Ares. Bada boom!
But wait. Why didn't the pilot just get in contact with us? What's the point of hiding who they are?
Commander Vandam,
What is it?
we detected Scales in active combat.
Oh.
2 units.
They finally come up on Frontier Nav, huh? This energy's unreal. Ain't your grandpappy skills.
I mean, they
I
are.
don't think.
They're that old.
Top order prediction would be an Ares in the Vita.
That saves us some legwork.
Quite. Let's move out.
I hope they
Might be facing the
explain
Vita.
more of where the Ares just kind of came from, because before I just understood the Ares to be a line of
Pussyfoot around, but
good
stay frosty
skells,
on them.
not
Roger.
story relevant
Right
skells.
now, the way forward is clear. We don't know what's out there, but solving that mystery is the only hope we have.
Alrighty. Let's get out there. I actually don't know how long this chapter is. A lot of chapters in this game would have been done by now, I'm not gonna lie. I looked, it was near Oblivia? No? Savalum? Cauldros? No? Noctilum? Noctilum. Noctilum. Got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alrighty, this way. No, I should probably refuel my skull too. We'll do it after this. And hopefully I don't regret that. Very curious as to who's in this, the Vita right now. Here's the other thing. During the original game, and obviously this one, Luxar, the leader of the Ganglion, kept referring to the other Skell, that one, as the Great One, or the body of the Great One, so... More mysteries.
That's the Vita, all right.
But who's piloting it?
Huh. It just absorbed the core thingies. That's probably not good.
What the heck was that?
Search me.
Give me some serious heebie-jeebies.
Those were the cores. Get ready.
I mean, we could probably take it. We could probably take it, right? Like, why wouldn't we be able to take
They've
it?
seen us.
Deploying shield! Melee attacks next!
It just summoned more skells. Okay.
Ready to get punished?
Ooh. Zenith Cannon cockpit time into more Zenith Cannon? I'll take it. Let me just, Yeah, let's blast that head open. Bang. Okay, it's just making more and more skells, and this is not good for me. But I'm hoping if we can just beat it, the rest will follow suit. And just like that, no cockpit time again. That sucks. Oh, there it is. Alright. Let's do the other shield to boost our attack. And then lazy beam. Bang. Okay, there we go. Maybe it's like the will of what's his name, the final boss of Xenoblade 3. It looks so much like an Ouroboros. I'm just convinced it is one.
Colonel, ghosts! Watch out!
When it rains, it pours.
I mean, yeah, I guess it got what it wanted. It's gonna leave. Not surprised.
They're
Or
going
the
after
light
the
seems
Vita.
changing. Quick, where's Kirby? We need him.
Damn. They're wising up. Never thought they'd get the jump on me. My bad. It got the cores.
Are you really Al?
You're still alive? You dog! Where the hell have you been all this time?
Al? I feel like I'm missing something.
Gang's all here. Plus a few new faces. Neat little sci-fi club.
Huh? What does big man mean?
He's saying he's happy to meet you all.
Wonderful. Spoken like a true mensch.
Sorry I worried you, princess. Let it all out. We earned a big tearful reunion.
I need to know. Why did the Vita take the cores?
Oh, what? We gonna be all business?
Don't change the subject. Tell us everything.
Fine then.
It's really just feel like it's
Also,
Al. He's been here the whole time,
but
you know.
First, I want to know about you guys. Bet you've got stories to tell too. As for
Like
the
a mini
Ares,
moose
you get it
situation.
Examined.
We can. Let's pause for now. We'll pick it up later. We're putting ourselves at risk by staying here. I'll arrange transport for you and the Ares.
Talk about the cold shoulder.
That's the hero? Alois Bernhold? Him?
You've never met him before?
He'd already been promoted by the time we joined the Colonel's team. So yeah, we weren't introduced. His star had risen too quickly.
The name almost sounds familiar.
Nothing like they made him look on the government broadcasts. He's just like a normal guy.
Oh, it's him all right. In the flesh.
Hey. This hero stuff, you mean me?
You know it. The great selfless hero who bought humanity a future at the price of his own life. Alois Bernhold. That's you, pal.
Seriously? That's not how I was hoping it'd go.
When it gets out that the hero survived, they'll be dancing in the streets of NLA. People will go nuts.
Is that he's actually
NLA?
The only human here,
The white
then,
whales
I
have
think.
it. That's what we're calling it now.
Right. So it made it after all.
Thanks to a certain hero.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Ah, shucks, cut it out. Lynn, I'm really happy you made it.
Yeah.
Wow, though. You guys have been living it up. Hey, how's it poppin'?
It's popping. Say things could be worse. All things considered, stare at him unabashed in unabashed envy. We'll go. We're casual. We're cool. We're cool.
You got a lot to learn.
Cut the rook some slack. No one's born knowing your shtick.
No stress. I'll teach you the proper response later. I'm Alois Bernhold. Call me Al. Pleasure.
So I won't lie, I think I saw the name Al somewhere by accident, and I did piece together, oh, maybe he's the last character. So I think he's the last character we actually add to our party, but I thought he might be some sort of, like, in relation to Albus or something. So I guess I was wrong there, at least.
Right. Let's see what the fuss is about this NLA.
Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and warp back there. So actually, they changed it so the theme, the flying theme, doesn't always play when you're flying, but you can go back into settings and change it back, and so I did. It's just a proper way to experience this game, you know? With the music always starting and stopping whenever you go to fly.
Good work. We moved the Ares to the restricted hangar to have it checked out. Now then, since the ghosts decided to give the Vita some lovin', does that mean they consider the ganglion to be a bigger threat than us?
Ghosts don't have that kind of independence. They swarm whatever happens to be in front of them, like iron filings drawn to a magnet.
Interesting.
You can think of them as a force of nature. The conclusion my world's scientists arrived at was this. Ghosts are in essence the universe's corrective system. End quote.
A system? I think I get it. Like animals' instincts. Nature's way of protecting itself. Is it that kind of thing?
And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice. From the four horns of the golden altar which is before God, saying, to the sixth angel which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates, and the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the third part of men. Sound familiar? You might have heard it, in some shape or form.
Yeah, that's
some heavy stuff. And coming from you, it sounds all the heavier.
It's from an Earth text passed down on your world since antiquity. When I first read it, it felt to me like a kind of forewarning, a moral teaching from which to learn.
And what, now you think it was a prophecy?
I think it's historical record.
Huh?
Well, suppose the people of the past knew of the existence of such a system.
You're saying ghosts are angels of the apocalypse? Can't wait.
Then God is real too?
It would align with the facts at hand.
I did not expect this to get biblical.
I would have laughed you right out of town.
Well, either way, if the ghosts are chasing the ganglion, that's good news for us. If I learn anything else, I'll let you know. For now, rest up.
You know, Al might be a Mimiosome if he was
Al,
transferred
you're
to
going
one.
straight to medical.
I'm healthy as a horse, sir.
That's what worries me.
Come on, back me up here.
Stop moaning.
Yeah, so I think he actually might be in a Mimiosome, maybe. But then that wouldn't make sense as to how he like traveled here, I suppose. So, yeah. You know, let's get our skeleton. It'd be quicker that way. Oh yeah, I said I need to refuel it too. Let's go do that. Actually, we're going to the barracks anyway, so that's perfect. Or terrible, because I might not be able to refuel after all. We'll see. Yeah, okay. Okay, everything else should be full. All right. Okay, this has been a lot to take in. Let's go ahead and save. I'll just do the top one. Oh yeah, we can have cats and dogs in the barracks, by the way.
I'll be right there. They want me to stop by the Ares. The technicians want to pick my brain.
If there's anything I can help you with, just give me a shout.
Thanks, Lynn.
Can't believe how much you got up and running. I know I was MIA for a good long while, but it's not like you've had years. Honestly, I'm impressed. It's growing on me, this NLA.
Good.
Mind letting go of that grudge already, Princess?
I don't know what you're talking about. What exactly is there for me to hold a grudge over?
Well, since I left you alone for all this time, figured you were sour about it.
Let's see. If only you'd stayed behind with me, I could have had it a whole lot easier than I did. Maybe it's obvious since you came to us from the Air Force, but your piloting skills were a cut above. Anyone could see your promotion would be just a matter of time. So when you left the team so soon after joining, I was happy for you. So if there was one thing I'm sour about, it's that I made you take the Ares. I'm angry at myself for that.
Okay.
When we were leaving Earth, I prioritized directing my team. So when you took the Ares and dove into the heart of the enemy swarm, I couldn't do much to stop you. A mistake. I depended on your skills too much. And so they crowned you a hero, made you the Ares' sole pilot, and you kept on protecting us. Until the day of the battle that ended with us crashing down on Mira and you. Gone.
Oh.
How I regretted it. Forcing the Ares on you. The way that
Okay.
I drove you into taking
So he
out
was
the
in a
hero's
MIM
mantle.
because he was outside defending the white whale when we crashed.
Off on my own.
Okay.
I was like a kid with a new toy. I should have known better. Nah, I'm no hero. I was just terrified. Scared that I'd lose my place in the world, just like I lost my motherland when I was a kid. I needed the white whale intact. The Ares was just a means to that end.
A means, huh? You know, I'm the same as you then. I lost the planet where I was born, and came to Earth with the Ares, an unwilling companion. But I think that's giving the thing far too little credit. The Ares wasn't just a tool. This Skell was always leading the way, guiding us where we're needed.
Needed? Here?
Yes. I'm glad you came back. Truly.
Okay, so like we still need to know what's up with the Vita though. Are the Ares and the Vita, are they like part of the same thing? Why did it steal the cores? What's going on?
Honestly, I'd be so much happier if I was helping to fix up the Ares. But they told me to get out of their way. They were all like, you just stick to your blade duties. How rude is that? Like, dude, I was even on the original Ares maintenance team.
Oh. Princess says she's the best mechanic in the universe. Or ask if she knew she's the best mechanic in the universe.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. It's kind of you to say. You know, the first time I met Al, it was around the time I got assigned to Elma's team. You've seen what he's like. The others never really got his humor. So he was often all alone, like it or not. But I liked him. He was always kind to me. Maybe it's because he had a younger sister about the same age. They got separated trying to flee their country. Seems it got pretty rough there.
Oh.
He hadn't seen her since then. Al always said that people need a place to belong. Not like a location or some specific address or whatever. It's more somewhere you'd keep coming back to. Somewhere people liked and trusted you. He used to talk about it a lot. I think the place his sister and family were, that's where he felt needed. But then it was taken from him. After that, he decided all of Earth needed him and took to the stars. The belief his family was alive and well somewhere down there, that's what made him decide Earth was worth giving anything to protect. After we lost Earth, the white whale became Al's home.
Oh,
so you
yeah.
see, Lynn, that's what makes you part of my big, fat, happy family.
That's how he put it to me once. Hearing that, I'd never felt so happy in my whole life. Now,
Oh, that's Lao, by the way. That's what he turned into. People didn't remember or watch.
now I can't do it anymore. I can't just blindly trust Al's kind words. Too much has happened. We've been through too much since then.
Tell her she needs to give herself time. Tell her to just go with her gut. We'll do this one.
You're right. I might have been getting a little too up in my own head there. It'll take time to sort this out. Thanks for letting me ramble. I appreciate it. I feel better at getting that off my chest.
Just like my shirt! Wow, full circle. Let's go.
Roger. It seems Al's done with his checkup now. Time to move.
Okay. I want to check something out, though. So on the map, according to the map, like, part of something over is either here or over here. I want to see if I actually get close to the big orb. Of course, I gotta find it now. Ah, there it is, right there. Alright, let's do this. Let's get evaporated. Oh, I can't actually fly into it, but I take a shitload of damage just being next to it. Okay. Oh, that's silly. I wanted to destroy my skull. That's not fair. I mean, I guess I could have still, but...
Boy, oh boy. Really put me through the ringer.
Yeah, well, if you weren't organic, it would have been a lot easier for us, too.
Oh, he is organic. Well, the moves aren't technically biological.
Bingo. Al's no mim, just good old blood and bones.
Oh, okay, so I was right.
You thought all crew members were supposed to be MIMs, didn't you?
Yeah, it's kind of what I was told.
Al here might just be the chosen one.
The Ares Prime needs a warm body to run.
Oh.
Guys, does this matter right now?
You're right, but first, it's good to have you back, Al. The hero returns, and with him, our hearts are all uplifted.
Do me a favor and nix the hero thing. It's weird being put on a pedestal. Anyway, can I get a recap? I've missed a lot of scuttlebutt. I'm like a lost time traveler here.
Certainly.
So how long were we in the White Whale to reach a new planet? Oh, one of the things Elma did give us was light speed travel, so actually, yeah.
Okay, wow.
I still think it'd be a couple
sure had a rough time while I was away.
dozen years.
All right, then. Now I'd like to ask you some questions. Al, where were you up until now?
To explain that part, I'll need the results of my Skell's analysis. You'll never believe me unless I give you something to back it up.
What are you trying to say?
We've detected a giant energy surge in the vicinity of Sylvalum.
Oh, no.
A DMAT event?
No. It's not a pattern we've observed before, sir.
Just one thing after the next here. Put it on screen.
We got an ad break coming up soon. Oh, what's this now? Okay, but really, what's this now? Oh. Hello, Void. Nice to meet you.
My children who gather on this planet.
I guess this is the great one.
My voice.
Okay.
What the? What is that ginormous thing?
And then that voice. Who's Void?
Void.
You know who that is, Elma?
A primordial entity. It was Void who created Ares Prime. And the Ganglion. Their Void spawn too.
What?
You could call him their progenitor.
So the Samsarians
That's who Luxar meant? His
made
great
Void, who made the Ganglion. Okay. Feels like a bit of retconning, but alright.
The old tales have come to pass. Even the Vita. Even the Great One's own vessel bested by these primates. It's absolutely sickening.
Yes, that's Void.
Then he was the one who handed my ass to me?
And that's why he stole the Vita, I would hazard a guess.
But why? Does he want to rally the Ganglion and get right back to the killing?
Probably.
Just so.
Oh.
How the hell did he hear me?
I shall commence a contest in which survival is the prize. The best it will cease to be, as will this world. Indeed, I have borne witness to it innumerable times before. And I will be victor once more.
I feel like we're getting a lot of more questions,
Who brings worlds into concord?
but not the answers that we
What
wanted.
does he mean, Concord?
Oh, that's that game that got shut
He
down.
says he's seen this happen before. No. Then Elma's planet. And the Earth?
So this is all part of your grand plan, is it?
The best it must cease to be.
Way to throw down the gauntlet. How about you shut up and get out of my face? And give back Ares' soul!
Yeah, we did see this happen.
The best it cease to be.
I don't recall being bested. In fact, as long as I'm standing, I don't plan on being beaten.
You wish to prolong your struggle.
You bet. Better say your prayers.
It is good. Such is as life ought to be. A desperate effort to survive.
Hold on.
Very well. We will meet at the world's end.
Okay. Not what I thought it was. All right.
Again? How much longer do we gotta keep fighting?
No. It's not so simple.
Huh?
Either way, whether we fight or not, this planet is on its way out. Just like my homeworld before it.
What survival means,
We
then,
don't exactly have enough
is
to
getting the hell off this rock.
get NLA
That'll
back
be our
into
fight.
space, so...
We'll have to leave Mira?
Al, please tell me you know of a way for us to do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
The key to leaving is the cores.
The ones the Vita took off with.
Without the cores, humanity... No. All life on this planet is going to die. How are we doing with the Ares? If we're on schedule, the shocking truth should be revealed any minute now.
I'll get an update.
From here on out, it's uncharted territory. Put your thinking caps on. We're headed for the hangar.
I feel like I'm still missing something with this guy. Like, why was he such a big deal? I don't get it. I feel like I'm just forgetting something. Okay, we gotta take an ad break again, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll be back in just a few minutes, so don't go anywhere. That was a very short 3 minutes. I don't know what happened there, but let's get to it. So, we're just going around the corner? Okay. Alrighty. Well, we can run there.
Hey. Step right up.
Oh no, it's actually the hangar. My bad. Bow, 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 bow. Oh, got that. Thank you. Go a top secret hangar. Only top secret people are allowed in.
I have the technician's report. Here's what it says. The first major thing we discovered through analyzing the Ares is the following. The universe in which planet Mira exists, though it might be better to say dimension, is not the only one, as we have now detected several others outside of it.
Oh.
We're talking parallel dimensions.
Okay.
This might be hard to wrap your heads around, but... after the battle that ended with the White Whale crashing, me and the Ares were cast into a space between all those.
The navigational data from the Ares backs up the existence of the place he's talking about. What's more, our previous attempts to find the Lifehold core, and our studies of the floating landmass Volataris, which accompanied Void, have all led us to hypothesize such a possibility. The new data we got from the Ares has helped us tie this all together.
Yeah, I heard a
It's
theory
led us to the truth of the matter.
that it was all a
When Boyd
simulation
said that he brought worlds into Concord, this is what he was hinting at then?
before
Based
the
on these
game
findings,
came out.
we have
So
concluded that the universe that Earth belonged to, and the universe that we're in now with Mira, are in fact completely separate.
how?
Plus, we now know that the past universe, at the point of Earth's destruction, disappeared entirely along with it.
The whole universe?
Void's catchphrase, the best had ceased to be, this is what he meant. But then, what does this fact tell us?
And your eyelids droop. Points out that humanity lives on.
A+. Yes, humanity still endures on Mira. So, we managed to escape the destruction of the Earth's universe and came to this one.
Mm-hmm.
We survived. Isn't that proof enough?
That day, the destruction of the universe caused a massive energy displacement. And that's what allowed us to escape to Mira? By luck bordering on the miraculous?
It's just back of the envelope logic based off of old records, but that sounds about right.
So then, if we could produce an amount of energy roughly equal in magnitude, then hypothetically, it just may be possible to escape from this universe as it disappears?
Okay, but is that kind of thing physically
Is this how they're actually going to tie in X to the other Xenoblade games?
That's right. That's where the Ares comes in.
Launching it into a different
Rather-
universe?
The cores that are the source of its power.
So that's why Void made a beeline straight for it.
Our battle had already begun. You just didn't know it. And hence, that slimy bastard threw the first punch.
Nice. We'll need a strategy if we're gonna pull through. I mean yesterday.
Quite. I'll reach out to Maurice at once.
Thanks. And we won't be able to make it without help from all the other races. Everyone, your orders. Until we have a strategy in place, attend to your usual duties.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Al, seeing as you're unemployed, I'm conscripting you. Go lend your buddies a hand.
Sounds more like being press ganged.
Call it what you like. You gotta earn your keep.
Fine, you win.
Okay. Chapter 13, Act 1, done. Cool. And there's the last character, Al. He's a duelist. Fights the Ares, White Whale. Al uses a unique style based on duelist class, taking on opponents with dauntless courage and explosive firepower. Interesting. Alright, well, I guess he's going in the party. Because he's the only one that's not maxed out in Affinity now, so... Kinda gotta. We'll take out Irina. Look, but I love the Ares dearly, but it's a temperamental beast. For one, all its plating is custom made, so it can't equip other armor or weapons, and as you're aware, nobody can pilot it but me. Still, if you can work around that, he'll pull his way around. Okay. Who have been dressing up like Al to celebrate the hero's return. Someone said you can even buy his outfit in the shops now. Okay. Okay, so that was the end of the chapter, because it's, you know, Act 1, so... Only we can save. I will save over the first two, not the third one though. That one can wait. My Ares overdrive. Oh, the Ares is overdrive. Increase accuracy, evasion. Yeah, okay. So here, let's go back up here. Actually, let's go to the Blade Barracks first. I want to see if we have the ability to assign the Ares to him. Because if he's gonna be in the party, he should have a Skell. And we can just give him the Ares, and that solves that problem. Yo, is that Yondu? Let's see. Oh yeah, Ares Prime. Cool. Don't even fuel it. Skull gear. I can't, like, replace anything, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all set then, so that's good. Oh man, I'm gonna be honest, I cannot wait for the extra processing power on the Switch 2 as well. I love my Switch, but like it's getting a little long in the tooth. I can't make the Ares whatever, right? Ares 70. No. Oh man, I need 100,000 uranium for that. Okay. I feel like I could maybe make this if I wanted to, but I'd rather just use the tickets to make this. So. It is apparently like the best Skell in the game. At least in terms of just like you buy it, it's yours, you're good. So. We have, I think, more missions that popped up there. No other ones that popped up around the planet, though. Just New LA, NLA. Alright, we're gonna do more story missions, though. Because I want to get this shit over with. I think we've also barely gotten to any fights yet, too. Mirren Archives. Void, okay. Ghosts. Talk about that? We need to talk about parallel universes. Alright, actually, Al, what? Oh, not Skull Gear. Well, I mean, yes, Skull Gear, but... Okay. Won't bother with the armor. What's your gear looking like, my dude? Oh my. Okay, well, 90 defense is actually pretty good. Lau's custom sniper rifle. Why do you have that, Al? Al, why do you have that? Why do you have that, Al? Very interesting. Alright, let's get into the next story. Let's go! The second Project Exodus.
We got a basic plan drawn up. Meet me in command.
Roger. Let's move.
It's weird not threatening to cook Tatsu every time we start a story mission. I guess that's called growth, though. Excuse me.
Ever since Void turned up, we've been witnessing ganglion remnants stirring back to life, all across Mira.
They're as vulnerable as us, what with the DMAT events and ghosts. But they've also got an objective that'll have lit a fire under them.
Objective? Oh, Void's floating continent.
Volataris is a special place. Those who heard Void's call have begun some holy pilgrimage there, for the promise of a new world under their creator's leadership. They may be fragmented at best, and little more than a minor nuisance, but these recent events have granted them new purpose.
You'd think they'd want to regroup quietly. Instead, they're out there raising hell.
I'm glad they've kicked the blues, but throwing an all-you-can-loot and plunder buffet? That part I don't love.
Remember, they were a coalition. Their mission to eradicate Samar's descendants, including us. Tiger cannot so easily change its stripes.
The fight for survival, it never ends, huh?
We've come a long way indeed. This place is our second home. We've overcome the odds, made it a safe haven. DMAT events, ghosts, ganglion. We must remain firm against these ever-present threats. In addition, we must reclaim the cores Void stole. Prepare to leave for a new world. Bluntly, the only choice left for us now is to run.
In other words, we're talking about a second Project Exodus.
Just when we've beaten that damn Luxar. We just can't seem to catch a break, can we?
Nope.
No kidding. Just when I was starting to put down some roots here.
Say that you don't want to leave either. Say it is what it is.
Guess so. Don't mean it's not a kick in the teeth.
True.
I do share your grief. However, we must face the facts. The dematerialization phenomenon is spreading, and eventually it will engulf the planet in its entirety. This truth is, unequivocal. And this time, it's not just humanity's future that's at stake. Our aim now is to evacuate all races that live on Mira.
Every single one?
Of course. All those that would be amenable to our proposal. Regrettably, any life forms we cannot communicate with will not be considered.
That's quite, how should we say, egoistic, no?
Persist that humanity cannot discriminate. Agree that it's unavoidable. I mean, here's the thing. With the amount of time they have, I don't think it's avoidable. I think they would have to make some concessions, but we're the protagonists, so we gotta save everybody.
I understand how you feel. I didn't propose it lightly. But frankly, it's just not feasible to do otherwise.
Yeah.
Some species are dangerous, some others simply too violent. With the time we have and the available personnel, finding a way to save them all is impossible.
Wouldn't they be dangerous and violent? Basically the same thing?
Even narrowing it down just to the sentient races. Will that work?
Good point. If our only choice is to build a lifeboat, making something big enough, it's gonna take some time.
We've agreed on a cooperative partnership with the Manon to obtain a ship.
We're going to use the Manon ship, the one over NLA.
You betcha.
No way you're fitting everybody
It should have the
in there.
Enough to carry all evacuees.
Really?
Of course, it'll need a fair bit of retrofitting.
Every
We'll need
human,
to incorporate
Manon,
the Ares jump drive
Nafon.
and the Lifehold Core's protoplasmic fluid system. But if we work together, we should make it before the Reaper comes a knocking.
Why, that's feeding 3 cooks with 1 stove.
Right, so that part we've got tied up with a bow.
We've already contacted all known Xeno communities. They should be apprised of the plan. Sadly, some of them did respond they're planning to go down with the planet, but most are currently in the process of relocating to NLA.
Then we've got no time to lose.
Who's going down with the planet?
As of now, all active Blade personnel are ordered to give this plan the highest degree of priority.
Broadly, we have 2 objectives. Helping to construct the escape vessel and supporting those who want to come to NLA. It's all hands on deck. We may require troops to take assignments across division lines. Be ready for anything.
Roger.
You got it, dude. Oh, here's another gripe I have with this game, by the way. I feel... Oh.
We may get assigned stuff outside of our official divisions,
After the cutscene.
Right. First off, we should head back to the barracks. Make sure we're prepared for anything.
Okay.
So, we have 5 really cool amiibo, right? 5 really cool, awesome amiibo for this franchise. We got, you know, Noah and Mio, and Pyra and Mithra and Shulk, and none of them work with this game. Like, why would they not give us, like, outfits for these characters, or weapons for these characters? Like, I think it might be hard. I don't think there's any weapon in the game quite like, you know, Mia's chakrams. But, like, Shulk, Noah, Pyra, and Mithra all use swords. Those are in the game. What? Come on. I was really hoping they'd add amiibo support for this version. Missed opportunity. And also giving us an Elma amiibo would have been cool, too. Oh, hi.
Where's the fire?
Here's the deal, right? You know how we're helping wire in the Ares jump drive system, don't you?
Yes, so we've heard.
But actually, we're not really experts on this skill in Ares stuff, are we? So we we wouldn't ask that fandom guy, and he said you guys are the usual go-tos around here.
Yeah,
I see.
that's about it.
Let me guess. You'd like us to go to the hangar and advise your scientists?
You got it.
We'll go now.
Wow, thank you. You guys are just the pizza toppings.
Yeah, the man on like pizza a lot. I think specifically cold pizza. Like frozen pizza. Ooh, it is storming now.
That's crazy.
Wow. Oh, it's below me again, isn't he? Or isn't it, rather? Okay. Okay.
Hey.
Hey, I think there was a thing over here for me to grab too.
Find something new?
Yeah, let's see if I can get that now. Nope, not close enough. Dang. I've also filled up most of the map too. I just have a few things here and there I gotta take care of. A lot of them being really high level enemies I'm not prepared for.
Nice of you all to drop by. How's it poppin'?
Friend Al really loves saying that.
His idea of a gag. Don't get too hung up on it.
That's right. Someone asks how it's poppin', you say?
Terrible, of course. Yourself?
Better than you, meaning terrific.
What? What is this dialogue?
Tatsu mystified.
Yeah, me too,
It
Tatsu,
is
me
as
too.
we have been told. It takes two minds to tango.
Hey, Al. Ask me.
Hey, Gwen, how's it poppin'?
Naturally terrible. And how about you?
Not awful enough for you to be worrying about.
Huh?
You haven't changed a bit.
Okay.
Say, you've been out of this world. Got any words of wisdom for us from the great beyond?
It's not that kind of highfalutin place. More than anything, it was dull, like a cheap roadside motel.
Please, we would love to hear your choice morsels.
Me too. Color me curious.
Way to gang up on me. I'm warning you, it's a slog.
Fix Al with an unblinking, pleading stare. Reply that you will be the judge of that. Yeah, there we go.
No pressure, huh? Fine. But you're buying the round.
I have the money, it's fine. That mean we actually get to see the inside of the diner for once? Nope.
So, before the white whale crashed, a bunch of ghosts got me cornered. I was cut off. Just as my goose seemed cooked, something opened up in front of me. An also I felt this huge pull at the same time. My body inside the Ares. We were being sucked right in through the opening.
Okay.
Beyond that was a sight to behold. If space could have edges, that was a place where you could see them all.
Oh.
Thinking about it now, and to get a little technical, it was a nexus of parallel universes. It was like the backstage of space, the border town of all universes. You might call it a rift between worlds.
There they are.
Light years beyond the realm of human science.
We finally saw Shulk
Strangely,
next.
most of the Ares features kept functioning as normal. Sure, the sensor suite adapted for human tech kept throwing errors. But the main transceiver never stopped logging huge quantities of some kind of data. And you might think I dreamed all this up, but somehow I could understand what that data was. Not logically, intuitively. You ready? Well, what came flooding into me in the Ares was the consciousness of all living things across all universes. Instinctively.
Interesting.
I stopped myself from trying to perceive them one by one. The human brain isn't built to handle something like that. I could tell in an instant. I think I got that one from an old sci-fi flick, but I'd say it was the right call. Now, the Ares was a step ahead of me. It sifted through that huge torrent of data, presented me with the information I most wanted in that moment.
Pyra. Yeah, that makes sense.
How to escape the world of the Rift and get back to this one. The Ares was kind enough to show me the way back home.
So,
thanks to its help that I came back at all.
I guess if all the universes are on like the same timeline trajectory,
The universe Earth was a part of was destroyed. This one with Mira
that
is a
means that
completely different one.
X takes place, I guess,
So
at the
maybe
same
back
time
is the
as
wrong word.
1 and 2.
Sounds
Question
like
mark?
quite the trip.
If he was in
So
there,
that's your plan for us to leave this universe?
and you saw the beginning of both
You're
games.
proposing we use the Ares to make our escape?
Well, more or less.
But
I don't really understand exactly how I got here. One slip up and I'd be washed away in that stream. I might never have been able to escape it. That world. It's a mind prison.
a prison?
Oh, you know what? Fuck, I forget his name, but the land of challenge or whatever, the
Void
Challengers
Sea.
lands, that Nopon.
I think he was held there.
What if
His
he's like
consciousness, at least.
in charge of that space?
You told me about the Vita, how it was a vessel to facilitate Void's
And that's how he could pull
I guess what it
Shulk
did
and
was channel
Elma
his soul
from
in some shape or form, freeing him of his shackles.
from their games into the land of challenge
What
in
does
2.
that mean, though?
Now, hold on a sec. That's like how our MIMs work.
No way.
All the loose threads seem to be coming together.
Perhaps Void escaped from his cell by tracking the Ares as it left the rift between worlds. That would
Oh.
explain the impeccable timing. And here's the kicker. The thing that's in the Vita, it's not just his mind, it's his body, too.
Do we get to see it?
When the Ares first appeared in this world, it was shortly before we encountered you, right? Then the Ghost's appearance and the DMAT events. It's possible that it caused both of them to manifest.
Wait. I see you trying to connect all the dots. Don't you think you're jumping the gun?
Maybe. But when Void showed up and attacked my world to claim the Ares, think about it. That was exactly when the ghosts appeared.
Okay.
Huh. What are we thinking then? Cause and effect, or... Void said he brought worlds into Concord. Oh. I feel like I'm starting to get the picture here.
So what, he go to each multiverse and just
Must
delete
be
it?
urgent.
Yeah. We need you in Oblivia. Hoping you could track down a man-on engineer.
Roger. Let's hear the details.
Here you go. The guy is in charge of the jump drive design. Apparently, he had a part in mind for the Crux, but it was sitting in a ganglion stronghold. So we had to get it.
That's a bold move, Commander.
What can I say? These are desperate times, so... We did assign an escort, but then Ganglion found him and we lost contact.
Of course.
Understood. That's enough to go on. We'll head for Oblivia ASAP.
Yeah. Oh my goodness,
Let's
it's after
move.
10 o'clock already? Ugh. I can't stay up too late because I do have work tomorrow, so... We'll do what we can tonight. I do want to at least finish this act of chapter 13. That way I can do the affinity missions as well, because there's one from L that's really important I do, because it'll give me the most powerful Zenith cannon in the game. Bonk.
I'd say we're in the right place, huh?
Only ganglion bodies, though.
Seems like our engineer might still be alive.
And kicking.
Yeah. Let's confirm.
Who goes there?
Oh, hey.
It's you.
You again. I see. Looking for your friends, are you?
Do you know where they are? What happened here?
The people of Roth have accepted your exit strategy. We decided to send our younglings to NLA first. We were passing through here en route, where we encountered and assisted human troops in combat with the Ganglion. We were able to claim victory, albeit at a price. I'm transporting our wounded.
Now I see. We thank you.
There is no need. Your friends are safe with us, undergoing treatment at our stronghold.
Oh, that's nice.
Ms. Breed, did you see a man-on in the soldiers' company?
I have not seen any, no. But there were other units. Maybe they escorted them.
Could we accompany you now, on the way to your stronghold?
Yes, you may.
What's going on?
Nothing. We're just having a nice talk.
Looks like a job half done.
You die! Die like beasts!
Let us handle these ones. You have wounded. Get them somewhere safe.
I hear. All yours.
Alright, take care of
They're on
them.
our case.
Whoa. I am still in car mode.
Deploying shield! Ready to get punished? Too bad!
This is overkill at this point. Very much overkill. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna get out my skill. And we're gonna hit them with my sword.
Now get in there. Starfall Blossom. Need a boost? Starfall Blade.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
I'll
There
make
we
sure to
go.
leave a dent. We're in a good position. Move in. Phenomenon. Astro Liberty. Starfall Blade. Starfall Rondo.
Oh yeah, this is another thing. I should have mentioned this earlier. So underneath the right half of my cooldown, there's a green bar there now that was not in the original. That green bar lets you use things on cooldown before they're ready. It does not recharge during combat, but it's very helpful to just get some combats done very quickly. You can just spam your most powerful arts really quick, as long as they're not TP arts.
Elma, let's get to the Rothian stronghold.
Right.
Is someone doing leaf blowing outside at 10:30 at night? What the fuck? I can't with some people. Alright, let's head into the Rothian place. We're still online, right? Okay. We haven't gotten like any more tickets though. Sometimes you just get tickets online for just playing online and other people completing stuff, so. Oh, there was a man on. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good.
We were sure that was the end for us, weren't we?
Tatsu breathed sigh of relief. Thanks to Kitty Cat friends.
You said it, pal. If you hadn't turned up when you did, we'd be pushing up daisies by now. Thanks. We all inhabit this world together. The feeling is mutual.
We got shot up, and we didn't even get the thing we needed.
Relax, alright? We'll find it at the next location. Third time's the charm, no?
Yeah, well, starting to doubt that.
Just stay positive, okay?
A moment ago, you were on the brink of death. Yours is a mercurial people.
I want to go out there and tell them off so bad. I don't know if it's getting picked up at all, but someone's definitely like blowing leaves or mowing their lawn or something. It's so late too. I know my dad's already probably trying to sleep. And I'm keeping him up, mind you, probably.
Thank you once again. We owe you for saving their lives.
My prince has ordered us to aid humans, and so we have.
Prince, my deepest thanks for rescuing our friends. We're in your debt.
No need. We are allies. But still.
Yeah, I forget his name, but it's Iron Tager's voice actor from Blaze Blue.
You know something about Void?
Vita. It serves to sustain Void as his material vessel. Consider the battle for Earth. There, from his Vita, did he command the Ganglion.
However, in the chaos after Earth's destruction, his consciousness departed the machine, leaving it a shell, to be pulled in by Mira and crash to her surface, as did you.
what you said earlier.
Yeah. As I suspected, he'd only linked his mind to the Vita, while his body stayed in the rift. Seems to track.
Like, this still isn't answering how we're still functional. Like, please, tell me.
Mission accomplished. Come on, let's get back to NLA.
Oh, we're walking.
All these races working together? Mira really is a welcoming kind of place. Just like Lau said.
Lau said that?
Al, what? When did you see Lau? How?
It was when I was drifting inside the rift.
But that's...
You ever heard of Nirvana? Some religions have the concept, and that space might just be it.
Huh.
As I was floating along, guided by the Ares, while I was looking for a way into this universe, I made a little layover in an eerie kind of place.
Okay. You guys gotta be able to hear the banging now. I am so livid.
Fancy seeing you here.
Well?
How long has it been? I don't think we ever spoke after I left Team Princess.
I thought you died defending the White Whale, back before it grounded on Mira.
Well, you know, if this is the afterlife, maybe I did. So, how about yourself? Are you dead?
Yeah.
Figured.
I betrayed our friends. I sold intel to the enemy to get back at those who got my family killed. Well, really, I had just given up. It wasn't about grief or retribution. Plain despair tipped me over the edge. It wasn't the right thing to do. And I knew it. I knew. And I did it anyway.
Now you're just sulking, pal. A guy as good as you?
Just don't. What Lynn said. She said, it's what makes us human. Corrupt and disgusting. That's what humans are. She's a good kid.
Just kind of
Always
try to
trying
muffle
put
that as much as
herself
I
in my
can.
shoes. I could never atone enough for making a child like her wade into that muck. My hopelessness, it wound up infecting her as well.
And that's why you accepted death? Decided to just give up and wait for it?
Yeah, soon. I'll see Charmaine and Chenchi.
I get this might be what you want, but not me. So what if this place is the afterlife? I'm itching for more living. People still need me. Humanity still needs me. I've got unfinished business, and until I finish it, I can't rest.
That's right. That's you to a T. Not me, though. Scram now. You know the way, right?
Yep. I've got the best guide around.
The world I came from. It's a welcoming kind of place. Everyone's ready for your big return.
I sure hope so.
If you make it, has a message to Lynn? Humans are disgusting. Stubborn, treat others cruelly. But if she realized this, that means she's anything but. Tell her to live.
You know, I was kind of hoping to get Lao back in the party, because I think I might have had one more affinity mission with him that I didn't get to do. So that sucks. Oh well. Yeah, at one point during the game I was kind of beelining it just to get the Skell, the overdrive, and the flight module. And I think in there somewhere he might have had another affinity mission.
No, Elma, not like this! Step aside, Lynn.
We're all on the same side here! Even then, when I stood up for you, honestly, that was just so I wouldn't have to be sad again. I never could figure him out. It was all so childish. I was acting so immature about everything. But back then, you stood up to defend Lao, just the same way that I did. If you hadn't done that, maybe I wouldn't have stuck it out and run away instead. I would have stayed a child to the very end.
Yes. And if you hadn't stood in my line of fire that day, we would have all been as disgusting as he thought. Your actions are what saved us from that hollow despair.
You don't need pretty excuses here.
I mean, Lynn did it
It's
first.
all part of life. You
The
gotta
main
take
character just
good
kind
with
of
the
followed
bad.
suit.
Anyway, he told you to live. End of message.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, what is it now?
Colonel Elma! Requesting a beat!
What was that? What's going on over there?
Elma, wasn't that?
Yes. The leader of the escort from before.
Didn't they say they were going to Lakeview Stronghold in Noctilum?
Then we go too.
They were crossing
Hope we're not too
all
late.
of... pretty much all of Oblivia through Primordia into Noctilum. It seems like a terrible idea to me. Okay, well... hopefully we're getting close to the end here, because it's getting a little on the late side for me now. God, I remember when I could have streamed till midnight. I will say, I've been apartment hunting, and I'm kind of hoping to find a place where I can... What the fuck was that? Oh, it's you. I'm hoping to find a place that I can, like, stream, you know, basically anytime I want, so... hopefully soon. Alright, they said they were gonna check into their base, so... Oh! Hi! Hi, Void. What brings you to this neighborhood?
The whole team's dead. And look!
Piece of...
Why? What are you doing this for? You want to leave this world too, right? There's no need to be doing any of this!
I wish to know death.
Huh?
Death, is it?
The fear of death is a powerful motivation in creatures like you. Yea, stronger even than your lust for life. I wish to understand this.
And that's why the slaughter?
You think by killing them yourself, you'll get what it's like to fear death?
What was it you called our fight against you? A contest for survival? That's a contest to defy death. You started a war without knowing that?
The best it will simply cease to be. That is not death. Self-evidently, as I have no conception of it. Ceasing to be is simple non-existence. But death, when you speak of it, is wrapped up in many a complex emotion.
What is happening?
That I wish to know.
And then? After that?
I have not considered it. You will find my desires are not rooted in emotion. Actions are all. They occur automatically, driven by inevitability.
Why did the Samsarians make this guy?
It's nonsense. How is that a reason to kill? Why do this?
Enough. Don't try to understand it, Lynn. He can string all the reasoning he likes. But when you get down to it, this guy is pure evil. Our enemy, nothing less.
But...
Caution against letting Void's words get to her. Quip that violence is the only argument he'll listen to. I don't think this is a quipping time.
Exactly. If we want to argue with them, it'll be with guns.
Right. Lynn, we're here to make sure we don't lose anyone else today. That's our mission.
Understood.
So can we fight yet? Hey, there goes Tatsu. We're gonna fight now. Okay. Alright.
Oh, they've seen us.
Engaging. You wish. Too bad.
Goodbye to your leg. Bang. I can go for this one's head, I guess. Oh wow, we got another cockpit time. Okay. This has been insanely lucky for me. Which is like the complete opposite of how it's been playing this game the whole time. I must have turned on streamer mode or something. Wow, it did not do a lot. There goes. Charge into him. You know, I might just hop out here.
Watch me go.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
I'll make sure to leave a dent.
Need a boost?
Do a nice little Starfall Rondo.
We're in a good position. Move in.
Now, my turn.
Starfall Rondo.
There we go. Can we fight now? I could probably destroy you.
You're up next. Scum!
Oh, that was red. Weird.
There is no more to be gained. Your stubborn fixation on living is inordinate. You are unlikely to teach me what I wish to know.
Shut up!
In any case, you will come to my abode. It is, after all, inevitable. The contest continues. As this world's time draws ever closer.
I kind of want to know what he's waiting for to blow up the place. Or no, was it the ghost that? I think the ghosts are what blew up the
wreck.
other unit. I forget what's happening already. There's so much going on. All they had to do was explain why Mira is making the MIMs still operate and what's bringing the aliens here. And instead we've gotten like, oh, it's a different universe that we got exploded to. And also the Great One's here now and is doing things and he's gonna blow up this universe. Fallen operative.
What's this?
Looks like the part they were after. They found it.
Looks like it, yeah.
Then we need to get this back to NLA. We can't let their sacrifice be in vain.
Yeah.
All right. Off to Blade HQ. This is hopefully the end of the chapter, and I'm probably gonna call it a night here. Whee.
Thanks very much. It's a real shame our friend didn't make it, but at least the mission's complete, right?
Yeah.
Credit where it's due, you know.
Void. That goddamned rat.
Commander, we'll get him. We'll win his little game. We must.
Lynn.
Damn straight. These lives won't go to waste.
Not to rain on your parade here, but how are we doing with the Ares?
We're making good progress thanks to you, are we? We have some news, so would you mind stopping by the restricted hangar after this?
Sure thing, we'll be there.
It wasn't easy, but the mission was a success. Good job.
You know, before I knew the character was Al, I was kind of hoping it would be Van Damme in the party. Now that they changed his voice, though, kind of glad it's not. Alright, gotta go up here to go down there, and all around there. And they really could have just put a spot near the hangar. Made it easy for me. Maybe I can grab that speech bubble now? What if I approach it from like way back here? Oh, actually there's one right there. Cool. Alright, we got more info there. Damn. The NPC didn't even load in. Fuck me, I guess.
Hey there, how's it poppin'?
Terrible, right? How about you?
Better than you, meaning terrific.
That's great, isn't it?
This just feels like a weird translation
He's
thing.
really found his footing here, hasn't he?
Once you really get to know him, most get on with him like a house on fire.
Hey, how's it poppin'?
Tatsu terrible, clearly. And how is friend Al?
Even worse than you, I bet.
But that's not the correct follow-up.
I like to mix it up, keep you on your toes.
Al cannot flip script.
Elma, This vegetable come with a volume knob?
God, I wish.
Leave it. You had some news?
Well, I heard the Ares was recreated on your planet. But how much do you actually know about it?
You're correct about it being recreated. Here's the truth. We excavated an ultra-ancient frame and fitted it with auxiliary power and plating. It might be more precise to say we jury-rigged it to run.
So you've got nothing to say regarding the cores then, I take it?
If I did, don't you think I would have told you when I first got to Earth?
Yeah, you got me there.
Vexing, isn't it?
The Ares cores. I learned they're based on a device that existed eons ago.
A device?
A space-time bender. It moves things into different universes and all that. A meta doohickey. It's a common trope in the old movies, right?
Yeah, except real.
The energy that the Ares could deploy thanks to the cores was in a league of its own. According to simulations, you put the pedal to the metal, space bends like a straw.
I see.
If that's true, what chance do we have of beating Void?
We just gotta, take him down. Urge to take the initiative and strike now. Declare that time is still on your side. We'll go with this one because rushing into it would be a bad idea.
How do you know?
The fact is, he took
because
the time
it's only
to come
Act
and
2.
taunt us. It means he's still getting ready. Well, even supposing he's through the prep phase, you can't just rock it off.
What do you mean?
For all his rambling and raving, if the cores were enough, he could have left by now. Brought the world into concord, or whatever his tagline was. But cores alone won't cut it.
Okay.
We figured it out while analyzing the Skell. When I was transported inside the rift along with the Ares, machine and mind got melded together. We became inseparable. I won't pretend to understand, but it wouldn't have been possible for a living human to hold onto their self there otherwise. So, without me and the Ares, the cores won't be able to deploy their full power.
Oh.
Melted with the Ares. I think I get it. Not in the physical sense of being one thing, but like an engine running under the hood?
Damn, you're sharp, Lynn.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Didn't stop there. Better hold on to your seats.
Alright, let's snooze the ads
While
again.
Inside the rift, I saw where the rivers of consciousness converge. Something like the crossroads between universes. Even if we get the Ares and cores running, if we can't sync ourselves to that, we won't be going anywhere. Annoyingly.
Is it a question of timing, then?
Put simply, yes. And here's another nugget spun off from the Ares analysis of the rift. The streams of consciousness converging on that universal nexus. Structurally, they're extremely similar to the Lifehold core.
They're what?
Remember what we were talking about before? How Void projecting his mind into the Vita is a lot like the way humans survive inside MIMS. Even with the Lifehold trashed, your consciousness is still being stored somewhere. Not by technology, but by some much larger universal mechanism.
Okay.
But that's crazy.
So the universe is storing their digital consciousness.
What is it?
Dunno. It's just that when I was there, I felt it.
Maybe it is all a simulation.
People's lives. It was strange, like I was enveloped by this constant something.
And the Ares can tap into that? This, like, gathering place of minds?
More like souls, even.
Call it what you like. If we make it out of this universe alive, you'll get to experience it yourselves.
would it not rip them apart?
Anyhow.
Or would they end up becoming one with the
In order to
Ares as
pull off our
well?
great escape, we'll need those 6 cores. We'll need me, the Ares, and some miraculous timing. That's how we sink to the Nexus. Or die trying. In matter of fact, Void's no fool. He'll have cottoned on by now.
But if that's the case, why hasn't he attacked NLA yet?
If he did, he might end up killing Al. He won't want to risk destroying the Ares either. Still, once he gets his ducks in a row, I expect he probably will try something.
Okay, so what's our game plan? What do you think, Rook? You
You're
knock
calling me
this
Rook
one out
now?
of the park.
Insists on a preemptive strike. Tell Al you'll be done and back in time for lunch.
Home run! I'll hold you to it, bud.
Hell yeah. Okay, more cuts. There's a lot of cutscenes. I know these are the story missions, but still.
Hey, how's it poppin'?
Terrible. How about you?
Better than you, in other words, terrific. You hear that? Rook's answer?
Yes, and you seem pleased.
Yeah.
Although, why did you want someone else to make the call?
If I get taken out, I want to know there's someone I can trust with mankind's future. And the Rook seems well suited.
That isn't like you.
That's what we need right now. Someone who loves this world. The world and its people, warts and all. I need someone to take over my duty.
You need another you, in other words. When we were leaving Earth, you ignored my pleas and rushed off to fight without a thought for your safety.
Oh, this was about him. Okay.
Look after the refugees. I'll protect the ship from outside.
Just look at their numbers. You can't shift the balance, not with a single Ares.
Yeah, well, you never know until you try.
Al.
I'll cut through their ranks, make you an opening. I'll protect you to the last. People of Earth. Will not be snuffed out here!
There he goes.
You're right. Those eyes, they're just like yours back then.
I wonder if the cutscenes would be different if I did take off Elma's, like, Mimiasome disguise sort of dealio. Okay, this cutscene better be shorter than 5 minutes.
The jump drive is still in the experimental phase, but otherwise, the White Whale 2 is ready. We'll be unveiling it shortly if you'd care to step outside.
We'd be thrilled. Shall we check it out then?
Yeah, I can't wait!
Tatsu bristling with thrill.
The other thing, though, is... Oh my god, we're still not done. Alright, we're gonna take our ad break because it's long overdue. One thing before that, though... if we do succeed, I can't play the game anymore. So we can't succeed, right? We'll see. We'll see. All right, we're taking an ad break. We'll be back in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Okay, we're back, and I'm guessing we're gonna see one cutscene and then call it a night, but we'll see what happens. On one hand, I hope that's not the case, but on the other, I kind of want to go to bed. So. We'll just warp over there. I want to finish the act first, though. Again, so I can get that really good cannon. Ooh. Okay. We found some lifehold pieces.
Thanks to all your efforts, we now have a ship capable of withstanding even the longest voyage. Preliminary tests of the jump drive are showing promising results. All that's left is to support those who have not yet relocated to NLA, and to guide our current residents through the necessary procedures.
If the ghosts of Ganglion make a move, or further dematerialization occurs, we have the ability to launch the White Whale 2, even before all residents have boarded. Naturally, we'll keep you apprised. We may be forced to make a snap decision. So do be advised.
Once everyone's safely on board, it'll be time to go on the offensive.
Yeah, it'll be all-out war. Any more vessels to escort, and we wouldn't have a snowball's chance of guarding them all.
But this way, there's a single point of failure.
Either way, if we lose the Ares, we'll be dead in the water.
Going all in? I say bring it on.
Changing the topic, where will we be going to?
How are we supposed to know that?
I mean, Al would.
Ideally, a new universe. But we could also end up stranded inside the rift for the rest of time.
Come what may, it seems we will be left as happy as a pig in a blanket.
You scared yet?
Eh. Smile and tell him you'll follow him to the end of the world. Amidst being terrified. No, we got this. We got this.
Very heartfelt. Love you too.
Elma. Not to ruin the moment, but duty calls. A blade named Kylie had a request concerning a friend. They've not made it to NLA yet. Mind getting the full lowdown?
Of course. Right away.
Thanks.
Why does this already feel like a
She should
trap?
be by the cathedral in the residential district.
Of some sort. Alright.
Now then.
Whee. I wonder if, like, this plot we're experiencing now was kind of always the plan. Because clearly they ended the, you know, the original off on, like, a huge cliffhanger. So, were they always planning on doing it this way? Or is this just, like, the new story they came up with? I'm so curious.
The thing. There's a friend I've met in the course of work, and she's not here yet. Any chance you could go look for her?
That's a little worrying for sure.
Right? I'd love to go myself if I could. But my team's ushering people onto the lifeboat, so I'm kinda tied up.
Understood. We're on it. Any idea where we should start?
Thanks very much. Her usual residence is in Sylvalum, at the Delusion's North Summit.
Okay, so maybe not a human? Good thing I have every single node in this game now. You know, I've been playing the original Xenoblade Chronicles on 3DS, and I stopped for a while, but I think after I beat this, I might pick it back up again. Oh, I've been around here before. So is this an up-on?
Not sure if it's the friend, but someone was here recently.
Seems so. Except nobody's here now.
Maybe she already pack up and leave?
So you probably missed her leaving for LA. It's just that she's still around here somewhere. Go with that.
Could be. If she'd already left, I'd expect to see signs of hurried packing, and I don't.
True.
And the fire wouldn't
And
still
she
be going.
evidently didn't extinguish the campfire.
Yeah.
That'd mean she was here until very recently.
Yes, that's my guess.
You don't think she went to fetch water or something?
That was close by.
Let's go.
Oh, let's go. Oh dear. That's gonna be a problem. It's got 5 cores. So we saw what it did to a Mimiosome, where it just kind of like disintegrated it. I'm wondering if it would be the same thing for organic life or not.
Yes, quite fine.
Let us handle things here. You run.
Not have to tell twice.
Okay, it's gonna be like the last one where we have to figure out what the body part's like. Yeah. Okay, it's the top left one.
Deploying shield. Deploying shield. Need a boost? Ready to get punished? Too bad. Gotcha. Now if we can just topple them with gunfire.
Okay, so that's bottom left.
Need a boost? Yeah. Yeah. We're in a good position. Move in.
Sparks are gonna fly.
Hey, hold still!
Gotta refuel a little bit, I suppose. Also, concentrate fire, please. That's kind of loud, I won't lie.
After you.
Oh, perfect. Here we go.
Ready to get punished? Too bad.
Big boy cannon, go!
Dent in 'em. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Let's get hunting.
Yeah. Try that. We're in a good position. Move in.
There we go. They're easy. I mean, massive swarms of them would probably be a problem, but...
You didn't even lift a finger.
Not sure if that was the hut's owner, but shall we head back?
Let's do that.
Sorry we crashed our robots into your house.
Thank friends for earlier. Name is Omomo.
Hello, I'm Lynn. You're not hurt, are you?
Not even scratch.
Omomo, I'm Elma. We wanted to ask, do you know a woman by the name of Kylie?
Kylie? Of course Omomo knows. Kylie is best friend.
Best friend? You two are that close?
Exactly so.
Before, one time Omomo was picking veggies and was attacked by wild critters like today. Omomo wanted to flee, but Omomo no longer sprightly like used to be. So Omomo trip on face and take bad tumble instead of flee.
Oh.
Just as life flashed before eyes, friend Kylie suddenly show up and bash whole pack of critters squarely on heads. She carry Omomo back to hut and even apply dressings to wounds of Omomo. And since then, periodically visit here to check up on Omomo's well-being.
Wow, all that. She's very kind.
Heart of Kylie is soft like dough.
Okay,
Every
but
time she visits,
we're on
she
a time
never fails
crunch,
to bring
so
along lovely foodstuffs and other gifts. That's why Omomo also do her best to repay kindness with plenty of home-cooked snacks.
Tatsu could go for home-cooked snack also.
Is friend Kylie doing well?
Yeah, she's peachy. As a matter of fact, she's the one that asked us to come here.
Oh! Kylie is one who speak to friends?
Yes.
here's the other thing too. There was also the mystery of why everyone could communicate with each other, which I don't think was ever really addressed. Because it seemed like
burden on Kylie, and also big burden on friends.
I mean, I guess coming to this universe might have done that,
no
but
trouble
they don't really explain it very well.
It is our job, after all. In fact, since we're already here, you can come with us to NLA.
Omomo will be staying right here. Apologies that friends had to come all this way. Sorry for hassle.
Huh? But why?
Hubby Pawn of Omomo rest peacefully here.
Oh.
That why Omomo also wish here to remain.
But this planet's gonna disappear.
Omomo know that. However, Hubby Pawn always got lonely very easily.
Oh.
That why Omomo cannot leave Hubby Pawn here alone. Omomo could never.
I get that, but still. Surely your husband wouldn't want you to die here for him.
That may be true, yes. Even so, Omomo not asking friends to understand.
And how do you think Kylie will feel about this? Isn't she your best friend?
Meme.
Omomo, I can empathize with you about wanting to stay with your loved one. It's just, are you sure that's the only reason?
May?
There's something else, isn't there?
Omomo not wish to be burdened to anyone.
Oh.
Burden?
That right. To family, to Little Pawn, who have lots of Little Pawn also. By now, they all safely in New LA.
Really? Then you should join them.
Omomo already Granny Pawn. Often struggle to keep up with shenanigans. When that happened, without fail everyone fuss and try to help out. But making new life in new environment take lots of effort and time. Incredible hassle. Besides, Omomo is so tired. And honestly would hate to take away time and effort from every pawn.
I'm actually tearing up a little bit.
Being a burden?
Precisely. Omomo receive enough kindness already. Yes, ready to meet own end here by side of Hubby Pawn peacefully. That way, Little Pawn also then, surely happy.
Surely they'd be happier if you were with them. There's no reason for you not to impose on them. Please, you can't just give up on living like this. If you stay alive, you can support your family. That's the real way to happiness.
Oh dear, oh dear.
See, everyone should get to decide for themselves. So just bringing her back in it, no. This is a hard decision, but It's not my decision to make.
Indeed. Lynn, let her be. It's her choice to stay behind. We can't force her. Besides, it may seem cold, but there are others out there who want to come to NLA. They need our help. We're better used elsewhere. Omomo, you've made your feelings clear. Please, don't worry about your family. I promise you, we'll get them safely to a new world.
Oh, Momo, count on friends. And very sorry for making friends sad.
No. I'm sorry for speaking out of turn. I didn't consider your feelings.
Friend did nothing of the sort. Oh, Momo was happy that friend cared enough to speak mind. Very lovely.
No.
Momo, if you change your mind, contact us anytime.
Thank you very much. Oh, Momo will not forget words of friend.
Well, let's get the news back to Kylie.
Do I have to? That's so sad.
Elma, was this the right answer?
I don't think there was one. One thing's certain. We must move forward, whatever the outcome. And that's it.
I think we probably could have actually forced her if we really wanted to, but again, like, that's not our place to make that decision for somebody. God, that was really sad. I was half expecting when they were like, there's another reason, isn't there? For her to be like, oh, Momo doesn't like flying. And like that was gonna be like the gag. But no.
Kylie, what's that you're up to there?
Oh, hi. Perfect timing. I was just about to head out to meet Omomo.
Huh? Meet a Momo?
Yeah. I just had a message from her asking for help with her luggage. She says she can't carry it alone.
But didn't she...
Oh, she told me everything. I know she'd been planning on staying here.
Right, she was. I thought I knew better than she did.
Well, she said she'd done some thinking about what you told her. Like, she'd fallen into this mistaken feeling that she had to rely on others. And she felt that she was running away from her own responsibilities.
Oh.
Poor thing.
Guys, I'm sorry.
What's gotten into you?
We'll see. I had a hunch that Omomo might not want to come. But it's like every time we met, she always seemed to act so zen. I never managed to ask.
Instead, you wanted us to.
Yeah.
And in the end, Lynn managed to get through to her.
Hey, enough of that.
No, it really is all thanks to you, Lynn. If it was me, I'd have just listened to her talk. I wouldn't have been able to speak my mind. But this, it's taught me something. How important it is to say what you're feeling, what it achieves. Thank you for that.
Kylie, please, you're making me self-conscious.
Lindley is modern-day saint!
Tatsu!
Go on now, don't keep Omomo waiting.
Right, you are. Everyone, thanks so very much, again.
Lynn, happy now?
Yeah.
Okay. It had a happy ending after all. Hopefully that's the end of Act 2, though, please.
Hey, Al. How's it poppin'?
Obviously terrible. And yourself?
I wouldn't say terrific exactly, but not awful.
Well, that's great to hear.
I kind of like his earrings. Wonder if I could rock something like that.
I just couldn't figure it out. How the Ares could keep running, just as normal, even though all its cores got torn right out. But it's because of you, isn't it?
Don't want to dwell on it, but yeah.
You know, looking at you, I get the feeling we're a step closer to solving the great
Whatever is using
mystery
him as like a
of
battery.
where in the body the human spirit resides.
Huh.
I think the spirit isn't something one human body can contain. And it's not part of the consciousness packaged inside a mimeosome either. Other people can reflect someone's way of thinking, even their way of being. Which means that a person's spirit can exist in every other person whose life they touch. That's how I see it now.
No such thing as a soul that exists in isolation, huh?
It's like that with you. Your spirit lives inside everyone who thinks
What if in
of you as
like
the hero.
the final battle, Lynn
And my spirit
removes her
it
hair
exists
clip,
in everyone who's been kind enough
plugs
to
it
make the
into
effort
a
to get to know
skull,
me.
and it dons the Monado.
And so, the
That'd be
spirit
awesome.
of Lao, who held on to his memories of me until his very end, it has to be within me too. If you never came back, I might never have realized.
That's not true, Lynn. You knew it all along.
Huh?
You feel other spirits, just the same way that you do your own. That's all it took, no more. For you to become Lao's final hope. Be proud.
Was that the end of Act 2? Nope. Okay.
Okay, who we searching for next?
I'll tell you. There's a Blade who departed NLA and hasn't come back in yet. I want you to go pick him up.
You say pick up, so you know where he is.
Yep. Eric, clue these guys in.
Roger that. I'm Eric, curator and captain of the eponymous Team Eric. I'm a bit embarrassed to admit, but it's my subordinate Ted who needs help. Ted is having some trouble accepting the Exodus plan.
Oh.
He said he wasn't going anywhere, then flew off in a huff.
Why?
I feared this might happen.
First we left Earth, now we're leaving Mira. You won't be the only one with internal struggles right now.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Fair enough.
To be perfectly honest, I'm wrestling with it too.
I mean, what if we just destroyed Void? Cause everything to do, admit to having doubts as well. Yeah, I'm not gonna call it selfish.
But cannot just carry on in quiet.
Believe me, I've been there too. We're curators. In our line of work, generally, we handle a lot of animals and plants. You start to have a lot of sympathy for the natural world.
I see. Flora and fauna are not part of the Exodus plan.
Oh, true.
It's a thorny one.
Well, the first step's to meet the man and hear him out.
Agreed.
He'll be at the Canopied Nightwood in Noctilum. It was the location of our first mission.
Noted.
I appreciate it.
I guess Act 2 is still going, which is crazy to me. We're in archives. Alright. It says 1 of 2, but, you know. Wait, whale 2. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to call it here, unfortunately. Thank y'all for coming by, hanging out. Go ahead and save in just the first slot, so we have something to come back to. So, next stream, hopefully Friday? Hopefully Friday. No promises, because it really does depend on how work goes. I won't have like a set schedule at this point. It will just be when I feel like I can stream. I'm hoping maybe like Sunday nights, Monday nights, Wednesday nights, Thursday, Friday. Like some of those days. Not all of them, but some of them. So anyway, that's been it for me for tonight. Figleaf, Luke, Pause, thank y'all for coming by to my my comeback stream, I guess. I might try to do some sort of like just the April Fool's Day stream anyway. Maybe we'll do it like May 1st. Just to be like, oh, it's April Fool's, but it's in May, so you didn't see it coming. I don't know, something like that. We'll see. But that's gonna be it for me for tonight, and I hope y'all have a good one. See you later.